Okay, go for a finger-picked version. Did I just knock that guitar out of the cradle? No, I don't think I did. Right. No, I was looking for a plectrum. I just said I'm going to do a finger-picked version. Where's that to? I'm so sorry, this looks very ungainly, doesn't it? I'm wearing leg braces, you see, because my legs are paralysed, or 80% paralysed. So I have to, so I'm like a robot, you know, Romy the Robot from Forbidden Planet or something. I don't know, should I turn that on to record? Let me double check. Yep, there is a flashing red light. The problem is if you're playing with a plectrum and then you go to finger picking, you need to adjust the tunings. This is a song called Interwoven that I wrote. Well, I've done 3 takes. This will be take 3, so I wrote this maybe an hour ago. Are you happy with those tunings? Well, thank you. I'm not going to sing that way. Dropping everything on the fly. So, what's it going to be like on the sea, though? I'm sure you'll forgive me. So this is called Interwoven. I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to play it twice and I'm rearranging it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I pulled out of Jericho, felt like my work was done. Trying not to think too hard, didn't like what I'd become. I came searching for an answer, left with more questions raised. Glimpsed a preacher, a blind beggar, singing, Lord be praised. Grace was stood by her window, waving a flag of truce. I shrugged as she caught my eye as if to say, what's the use? All her innocent beauty was shown all over town. I wished I'd met her on the way up instead of going down. I passed the sideshow barker yelling out his invites. He smiled, if you like things darker, there's a special act on at midnight. Told him that I must decline, I had someplace else to be. His sister smiled, that's just fine, I can get by with 3. A mongrel dog booked an argument, I said some other time. I've got an appointment with some bread and a bottle of wine. I don't know what your problem is, but don't you bring it here. It looped off down the alleyway while the coast was clear. I had Mandy's IOU burning in my pocket. I knew what I wanted to do, but would her pappy stop it? I said, how about this, sir? I'll meet you halfway. If I promise not to kiss her, can she come out to play? His face turned 5 shades of red, and his front door did slam. From behind it he angrily said, don't you know who I am? I said I didn't want to, and that was the final straw. Mandy called, you better get passing through, he's hollering for the law. A beautiful butterfly fluttered by me on the breeze. The world would be a wonderful place if it weren't for man's disease. A twig snapped behind me, interrupting my reverie. Grace was there, barefoot, and she smiled opportunity. Her white summer dress was wet, clinging to her skin. I broke out in rivers of sweat, with a head full of gentle sin. Will you tell me you love me? She whispered in my ear. You can't come into my garden without the words I need to hear. Next noon at the courthouse I was speaking my vows. Mandy mouthed me a message, there's no going back now. Didn't know why she was there, somehow it didn't seem right. Only later did I discover Grace had sent her an invite. The hours passed like seconds, for better or for worse. Cyborg Whittler, I reckon a gift has become a curse. Son, if you care to listen, I'll give you some advice. If you feel something's missing, don't look for it twice. I pawned my last good guitar to get some ready funds. Went home to be honest with Grace and apologize for what I'd done. She was there with Mandy, showing they were more than friends. It warmed my heart to see I didn't need to make amends. I looked over my shoulder as the town faded from view. A little wiser, whole lot older, telling the wind, well, who knew? Maybe I'll pass by again in a few thousand days, see how everyone's doing, and meet the child they've raised. This aircraft decided to join in halfway through. Everybody wants to get in on the act. Thank you so much for your time and patience with my intermittent starting and stutterings and everything there. Very briefly, I have to do this on all these now, so long-time viewers will know what's coming. But please stay, because I might change it. As you're aware from the title bar, wherever you're seeing this, my name is Paul Murphy, and that song's called Interwoven. And the lyrics to that song, by the time you get to hear this, because it's published in 2 days' time, are in my latest lyric anthology, which is called War and Harvest. And it's available on Amazon, and if you go to Amazon and type in my name, Paul Murphy, into the search bar on books and War and Harvest, or any of my other books, such as The Fables, Malice, Through the Looking Glass, Poems for My Children, For My Child, Songs Without Music, From My Cold Dead Hand, Doorways, Purification, Juliette, Crystal Heart, any of my book titles. I know you don't know them, but just typing in those words my name. That'll bring up the list of all my books, which says 53 for 30 more seconds. If you sat through that, you can hang on 30 more seconds. I can feel your fingers clicking on the next video. There's a puppy peeing on a snowman and melting it. I don't want to know. Sorry. Yeah, I'll bring up my repertoire plus free samples of each book, what the contents are. 30 lyric books, 15 comedy books, 7 children's titles. And if you purchase any, having read in the free samples, sincere gratitude. Check my body language, truly sincere. I get nothing from from any of the sales. All royalties go to my children, who are 11 and 12 years old, because I am in the end stage. This is just a fact. Whether you think I'm playing on your heartstrings, it's just a true story, folks, and there's 1,000 videos showing this. I'm in the end stage of functional autoimmune motor neurological disorder, and my children are 11 and 12, and they would be utterly, utterly, utterly grateful, truly, for any purchase that you make. I should also point out that my son has written a book on his own, which is called Bacon School Adventure, which I think is pretty amazing for an 11-year-old boy. Check that one out as well. So Dylan Murphy, Bacon School Adventure, 30 pages. It's very funny. It's the story of a young boy called Bacon, and his family have just bought a new electronic toilet, and the mishaps that they have. I said mishaps. I don't know what YouTube's going to do with the auto spell check on that, but I said mishaps. Thank you so much for your time, people. Wherever you're to in the world, may you only know peace and harmony.